But I will, differently this morning, I will answer separately the two papers. The Danish case, for me, it was very interesting in the sense that, you know, just this one, the high number of German physicians that belonged to the Nazi party was so high that we, historians of medicine, we have the feeling, perhaps in a kind of Zygmunt Bauman general explanation, that something essential linked the scientific medicine, the new medicine, and the Nazi ideology, or at least that scientific medicine find an opportunity in the Nazi ideology to did what they did, to extend, and the war afterwards, to go to the end of the scientific logic, let's say that, in medicine. In the sense with this kind of separation of ethical boundaries and the desire to know, prevail, and find an opportunity to do in concentration camps and and so. And suddenly you arrive with another case, the Danish case, and you say the high number of physicians were part of the resistance, precisely, and suddenly I ask myself what exactly is going on here. That this kind of picture that we have, that the German physicians belonging to the party, it's a kind of link between scientific medicine and eugenics, this kind of ideology, medical ideology. And so I ask a couple of questions. First of all, in this, in Cater statistics, we never ask what with the half, which is not, we never speak about the second half. We just speak about the Nazi physicians. But what were what happened and why to the second half of the German physicians? It is the one question that I have. The other one is perhaps more, I don't know, that German medicine was on the top of scientific medicine with before Second World War. I think nobody will be against that. Was that the same case in Danish case, for example? What was the state of the development of scientific medicine in perhaps it's true, in Denmark? I just know how much they go to study science in Germany and coming back. At least I know some cases that they went to study in the Kaiser Wilhelm Institute and so on, and then receive a position in Denmark. And perhaps in your statistic, there is a possibility to know this kind of things. It would be interesting. And finally, perhaps yes, this kind of psychosocial, etc., that you did, I saw that you have this Nazi. I didn't exactly understand. Perhaps you can explain a bit. Was it the control group? What we call the control group, the Danish physician that belonged to the party, or what was? But I think that this kind of how to say in sociology, this kind of classification and to see from which background was that enabled the physicians to be in the resistance. Perhaps we can do the same in the German side, and I don't know if Keter did that. We have to go back to Keter on this. So this is my first comment. I will ask, who is medicalizing what? Are you speaking about the Nazis medicalizing the Jewish questions or the Jewish problem, which is Keter, And this I understand, which shows it's the Nazis needed a justification, a rhetorical justification, and they medicalized their discourse. This I can understand, and I can understand the medicalization of the Jewish question, if you wish, as a phrase. But it's not what you mean by the medicalization of the Holocaust. So are you speaking about the historians that kind of, we have to medicalize our narrative about the Holocaust? There is something I'm convinced that about the importance to study the medicine and the Third Reich for general understanding of the Holocaust, sure. But I'm still not at ease with the term medicalization of the Holocaust. Finished. And there is what you presented yesterday also, the kind of Horst Fischer, the physician, and the importance to look at these people, let's say not the big criminals, but the secondary Nazi physicians. And when you speak about a kind of bio-bureaucratic bureaucrats, this kind of middle-class professionals that were a necessary wheel in the death machine, this I completely agree, it's important. But finally, you are using the concept of Hannah Arendt, even if I'm not sure that you use it today. It was in the paper I read, on the banality of... on the banality of the evil using that, and there I wanted to say that for Hannah Arendt, the banality of evil is something more than that, because what she meant by that is that a point of link to banality is the absence of thinking. The bureaucrats, for her, were people not able to think. They were just doing. And this I found quite difficult to say about physicians. To apply that concept to the physicians as she used for the bureaucrats. But to say that Mengele has 2 doctorates, unless we say that the ideology they developed and that the physicians developed, by essence, is a kind of absence of thinking, or is silencing the thinking, perhaps. So.